Dude. I just got a fastest time in ranked. It's so, oh my gosh, dude. Okay, technically, it's not my fastest time in ranked because I have a faster time on the Parker 2 account, but that's my alt account before I got my original account back, and it's been like 4 or 5 months since I beat that time, so actually, no, yeah, I don't think it's faster. But it's a sub 9, bro. Oh my gosh, this is so hype. So, I've been ranting too much. I'm facing Finitz. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry if that's not how you pronounce his name. We sea changed the first one just because half the ship was buried and we didn't. I don't know. They're not really fun to play. Like I wasn't sure, like what kind of food situation we'd be dealing with. I'd have to mine some stone. So we switched seeds. We got a buried treasure, pretty standard. I feel like I've been getting so many buried treasure seeds. It's kind of insane. And this is my first match of the day, so I haven't warmed up at all, and I still popped off. I mean, is it really like I haven't warmed up at all if I played like all day yesterday? It wasn't that long ago. Does the warm-up still count if you sleep through it? I don't really know. The questions I ask. So I figured I would also talk about some other stuff during this run because it's pretty standard. It's just like every single split kind of clicked together. I don't even remember this overworld, to be honest. I wasn't thinking about going fast at all until I entered the stronghold, and I was like, wait a second. It's like sub 8 minutes. What the heck is going on? But the other things I wanted to talk about were one, painting. And I guess this is kind of the only the thing I have on my mind at the moment. But my bedroom, right, where I record all my videos, I sleep, it's honestly pretty gray. And I feel like for a long while in my life, gray is just like a really good, it's not even a color. It's a good, what is it officially? Like a tone? I don't know. Gray is a good fit. It just goes with everything. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I don't mind it. But when I'm surrounded by gray and black, like my whole PC setup is like gray and black. I guess my desk is like dark wood. I was going to say dark oak, but it's just like a dark, it's not a dark wood. It's darkly stained wood. And it's not even wood, actually. It's plastic that just is supposed to look like wood. But the point is, my room is very, very gray and sometimes feels very colorless. And sometimes I think about that and I'm like, you know what? I kind of own this place. Why don't I just like buy some paint and just like start slapping it all over the wall? Because like I can just do that. I'm a homeowner, baby. So the other day I decided, you know what? I'm gonna freaking do that because I think I was I was feeling kind of lost with what to do with myself for that day. I was like, what am I doing? Am I like making videos right now? And it was kind of just like one of those lazy days where I just was like, what the heck am I doing, bro? But then I took a cold shower and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna move my body. I'm gonna do something exciting. And so that's what I did. I drove down to, not Home Depot, what do you call it? Hobby Lobby, that's right. I think it's like the second time I've ever been to Hobby Lobby. It's actually a pretty cool store. When I walked in, it's just like stuff to decorate a house. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should decorate my house. We're not getting to that. I haven't done anything since this little painting thing. I basically bought a little set of acrylic paints. I knew acrylic paints would probably go on pretty well. I did a lot of art in high school. And so I'm very familiar with acrylics. It's just like a very basic kind of paint. There's like oil paints, which are the fancy, like when you think of Da Vinci and Leonardo, or no, that is Da Vinci. The old school painters, like all like old school paintings are pretty much oil paints. And then you got watercolors, which are just super light. So oil painting, a bit too thick. I didn't think it would work super well. And watercolors obviously just like wouldn't work on the wall. It would literally just like fall off. So I decided to go with some acrylics. I was super used to them. I got like a little pack of 24 different colors, which I was slightly concerned about because I was probably just going to use blue and green in the painting I had in mind. So we'll see if those other paints go to use. But I got home with my art supplies and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm just gonna like paint on my wall. But then I thought, you know what? I should probably do a little bit of planning beforehand and like, because I think preparation can make a huge difference in little events like this. So first, I did like a little sketch on my notebook to make sure I knew what I wanted. I wanted to just like, I just wanted something green in my room. Honestly, that was the goal. Just something green, and I was like, I'll just make a little leaf and we'll see how that goes. And so that's the very basic idea, because it's like my first time doing it. I want to start off small. I don't want to go crazy. And if I mess up, then I'll just like paint over it, is this sort of idea. And maybe I'll even paint over this thing in the future, just to like to change with the times, I guess. We shall see. But as part of my preparation, I thought I should get some sort of sheet to put over the carpet. So if I spill paint, my carpet isn't stained. That just felt like a good thing to do. So what I ended up doing, since I didn't have any like plastic painter sheets, is I got plastic bags, you know, just like the normal ones you get from shopping, and I got some duct tape, and I cut up the plastic bags. It was actually interesting to see how they're like folded and manufactured, because you can like cut them in a couple spots and then they'll lay out into like a little square. Like I cut off the handles, but then you make like 2 cuts, and it's basically a little rectangle with a fold in it. So I did that to like, what was it? Like 9 of them or something. And then I taped all of those together in a grid-like pattern. I think it looks kind of cool, honestly, to make a little plastic sheet, just basically a paint spill cover. And I spent probably a little too much time on it, because it was like a half hour later and I hadn't done any painting, and I was like, I'm kind of hungry. So I went and ate some food, but I did get back to painting. And when I got back to painting, I picked out a couple of colors. I had like 3 kinds of greens. So I tested them on my notebook first to make sure, like, I don't know, when you put it on the wall, it's like a commitment, man. So I did a little notebook test first, and I was like, I'm just going to kind of send it. I got 2 paintbrushes. I had a small one and a little one. So I just started with the big one, and I just made 1 brush stroke. I was like, let's see what this looks like. And I think it works pretty well. Maybe I'll put some footage on screen, but it went down a lot lighter than I thought, and my paint didn't go as nearly as far as I thought. So I was envisioning this leaf to be a solid color, like entirely filled out. But I started painting and I quickly realized I do not have enough paint for this. So what ended up happening is I used the texture of the brush stroke itself, because like 1 brush stroke isn't going to make a fully solid line. It's going to make a whole bunch of like lines and little like dashes, I guess. It's going to make a paintbrush stroke, like not fully filled in. And so that's kind of the style of it. There's a lot of white, but I think it works really well, and I think it hides the fact that it's not a super great leaf. The fact that there's texture to the paintbrush makes it, like, I don't know, actually look cool. And then I was like, okay, it's probably not going to look as cool if it's just 1 solid color, so I'm going to add something to it. And what better way to do than add just like a little frame of color? So that's literally what I did. I got some blue. And in like the very corners, it's like a dark blue, and then it kind of fades out to a lighter blue. And I just made like a little square around it. Not even a square, just an indication that there is a square. So I think it looked pretty cool. I definitely hope I put some pictures on screen for this video. Otherwise, it's not gonna look kind of cool. I took some videos of it to like document it. I think it looks kind of cool. But now that rant is over, let's turn our attention back to the speedrun, because this is kind of an intense part. I looked at my time, and it said 7 minutes, and I was like, what the frick? How is it 7 minutes? I mean, it's 8 minutes now, technically. But there was a 7 when I looked at it, and I know I'm going for 0 here. So I filled my eyes a little bit slow. I only have 6 explosives, which is like what I'm comfortable with. If I had 5, like there's a good chance I'm not gonna hit it. But with 6, I still gotta focus up. And I forgot I don't have anchors, so I just barely managed to get this bed off. First bed, kind of bad, not great damage. Second bed, decent. Third bed, really solid. Fourth bed, off a little late because I'm eating food. Fifth, I can't believe it got that much damage. And sixth, I barely clutch it off. And then I'll just let my reaction play out, because I didn't even realize this was going to be sub 9. Sub 9, sub 9, sub 9. Come on. Come on. Yes! Oh, wait, no. I mean sub 10. Wait, no. Wait, no, it is sub 9. Wait. Holy frick! Dude! Break the sub 9 barrier! What? Oh my gosh. GG. Alright, this is purely for posterity. I have this blank wall that I'm going to try to... Oh, where is it? Where is it? I'm going to try to put this leaf design thing. I don't really know, man. I think it could go quite wrong, but I want some color in this room. It's pretty gray, so I got to break open the paints. Progress update. Oh, I also made this little thing to catch paint if it falls. This is made out of, what do you call them? Shopping bags and duct tape. Progress update. I've outlined the design. Leaf doesn't look good. I want it to bulge more here, but I can't erase. This is my eraser. Like, progress update, I have found an eraser. I think it just fully works. It smudges. Okay, are you ready for the reveal? I think it looks... Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. I was planning for it to be a solid color, but I quickly realized I don't have enough paint, so... Ta-da! How does it look on video? I feel like that kind of looks pretty good, right? I think not a bad start. Like, it's something.